President Donald Trump fulfilling his promise, working to impose tariffs on goods imported from Mexico, China, and Canada.
ABC 36's Jane Davenport shares how this decision could impact your spending in the upcoming months.
Bourbon is a Kentucky staple in homes and restaurants across the Commonwealth, but it's also a staple for the state's economy.
As other countries have to pay higher tariffs to import into the U.S., they may retaliate, increase the tariffs on things like bourbon that's produced in the U.S. and specifically in Kentucky.
Dr. Mike Clark with UK's Center for Business and Economic Research says after President Trump's administration announced a tariff on goods coming in from China, Mexico, and Canada, these countries are now reacting, imposing what's referred to as a retaliatory tariff.
And as a result of that, Kentucky bourbon producers will sell fewer units. So they'll bear a portion of the burden on that tariff.
But this doesn't just affect the bourbon industry. Dr. Clark says the 25% tariff on goods coming into the country could affect nearly everyone.
Those higher tariffs are likely to get passed on to the consumers in the form of higher prices.
From grocery stores that purchase produce from Mexico to auto manufacturers who purchase parts from China, these tariffs are expected to change the way companies operate and ultimately sell their products.
So as those tariffs are applied, that makes those parts more expensive, and so it will actually increase the cost of things that we produce here.
But a lot of businesses rely on their counterparts in other countries.
Trade between countries is actually good. It helps countries really focus on the things that they're particularly good at producing.
Like bourbon here in Kentucky. Dr. Clark says it's just a matter of time before we see how these tariffs affect how much more we have to pay for everyday items. In Lexington, Jane Davenport, ABC 36 News Now.